Greeting. This is a short tutorial about the class diagram. That we're gonna have the sample class diagram and then how to write it in Java. Okay, the tutorial gonna include class diagram, symbols, the access modifier that we're gonna use, and the class and the meaning of public class. This is the typical class diagram. Normally, when we design the system, you're gonna see that we have the minus sign and then the plus sign. Later on, you're gonna know that the minus sign is in private and then the plus sign is in public. Because while we are doing the system, we will not allow other people or other class to access our variable. Everything must be through the method. Okay, so at this moment, if we want to create this class, what we're gonna do? We start using the Eclipse. Okay, we have the Eclipse and then we create the new Java project. However, we're familiar with the Eclipse tool already, so let's just create the Java project. Okay, so we set the example class diagram. Okay, so we just create and then I just have the uh, sort the new packet. It can be any name, so I just set the packet like sample. Okay, and then we create what is the name. Normally we gonna use exactly the same name, and then for the name of the class we use the camelback. So what we gonna do is we gonna just create the Java class and then say saving account. You know the camelback is mean we use the uppercase in every word. So they're gonna for the tools like Eclipse, they're gonna create public class for us. Okay, and how many field we gonna have? Okay, so we have account, account name, account name, balance, active status, something like this. So we can just write down what we have. Something like account number, the account name, and the balance. So since the balance uh, can have the decimal place, so we use a double, and then the active status we can use boolean. I have the active status. So for the field, even though it is something like unspoken rule that we can just use the underscore in order to separate between words, or you can use something like the camelback too, if you want to, like the class name. Okay, and then after we create a field, we're gonna for all that we use the minus sign, right? So minus sign is mean it's supposed to be private. It's supposed to be private, so we're gonna see okay, private, private. We're gonna have the meaning in the slide later on. Okay, and we're gonna have something like the method นะครับ display balance deposit withdraw. Okay, so the plus sign mean public นะครับ so everyone gonna see นะฮะ okay deposit and then we just say something like the empty since we will not put the meaning, so we just use the word void first when we are doing the design. So we can check it later on with draw. Okay, and then display balance. And this one can be you display to somewhere else. Okay, or we can just do something like get balance that we can talk about it later on. Okay, so here, this one is the one we are doing, and then if you remember, we support to have the constructor. So we use the constructor in order to do any logic in our class. Okay, so this one is constructor, but we will not do the we will not put any code in because we learned constructor in the class already. Okay, so this one is the way we are doing, and then inside is the business rules or the logic that we're gonna do. Okay, so next after we do this one we're gonna know that they have the access modifier. Even though we have 3 keywords, but we actually have 4 access modifier. That the one we see already is private. This one is the private, and then the no modifier is mean you just omit. I mean you did not have any word, and then you can have the word protected, and the last one we do the public. Even though in the information system development we use only private and public, but for some cases a lot of people use the no modifier and protected as well. Okay, so the symbol for the minus sign in the class diagram. Minus sign is mean private, the plus sign is mean public, and then the sharp sign is mean protected. So what is the meaning of private, protected, and then no modifier? You can see in the textbook on the page 11 in the slide on the page 11. Okay, so you can see in here so if you are within the same class, you can always access it. You didn't need to care what is the modifier, right? But if it is in the same packet, no modifier, they allow the variable to, to the people to call in the same packet, but for the private, they did not allow. Okay, and then if you have the subclass that we're gonna learn in inheritance, it means the subclass that inherit from the superclass, the no modifier not allowed to and then for the word for the protected the protected they allow and then for the word you can access only public so this one is the access level the access modifier. So like I told you we normally we use public and private, but for the Java a lot of people use protected. It means everyone can access except the word and then the no modifier is mean every subclass and the word cannot access, only your own class and then the class in the same packet to access it. So the meaning of access is like this. So suppose that we have another class so maybe I just have new new class okay, so this one I said maybe the customer customer class. Actually we will not do the customer in here so in the customer class I said public static void name string args. Okay, so this one is mean we have another class like the customer. So if we create the saving account equal saving account acc equal to new saving account something like this. Okay, so if you see ACC and then dot, you're gonna see deposit display equal. You see, so you're gonna see the class that you do like withdraw. You see saving account but you will not see something like the account name, even though you try something like you try to access it customer. Let's say let's say string AAA equal to ACC dot customer name. Yeah, they're gonna have red alert because they don't know they cannot see, right? But if you do something like do something like ACC and then try to do deposit they allow you to access but at this moment we didn't have any logic anyway so this one is mean if you can see if they didn't show the error it means you can access. Okay okay, and then the symbol we know already like plus sign minus sign and then sharp okay, so if you see the minus sign you do the private, right? And then if you see the plus sign you do public, yeah, something like this so if you see sharp you can do the protected. Okay, and then what is get and set method so Normally, like I told you, we always do private นะครับ we will never use the public now. If you see the design pattern or software engineering, it's gonna be nightmare if you allow other people to access it นะครับ so what we gonna do is we need to do get and set method instead นะครับ so you see this one we have the account, let's say account name, like account name. So if you want the account name to, if you want to the people to modify the account name, you can do the public, something like this. But this one is gonna make the nightmare for the software maintenance, right? So what we're gonna do is we do the private, and then we can do the get and set. For example, we can set public void นะครับ set account name string account name, something like this. You see, you try to access นะครับ and then you uh, put the value of argument to the field, something like this. Like, so you can do the short code. Good news, we are using Eclipse. Eclipse is one of the Java IDE that you did not need to write this code by yourself. But if you want to write the code, it's okay นะครับ so you go to the something like the short code and then say generate getter and setter นะครับ so suppose I want to do the getter and setter for account name and account number, so I just click and then click generate. So they're gonna generate something like get and set of account name นะครับ so something like this they do it by themselves นะครับ or if you want to write the short code, it's okay. So it means that you can set the account number by putting the set account method, and then you can get it by the get account method, right? And then when you put it, this one is a local variable, and this dot account number, this one is mean the field นะครับ this one this one, the one I am highlight, is mean the field, something like this. But the one that I did not do the highlight is the variable field is the argument field นะครับ so in the customer you can do something like account dot set set the account number นะครับ and then you just put something like this one นะครับ is valid, and then you can show it by something like string bb equal to acc dot get account number นะครับ so this one is perfectly valid, right? You see, so what we gonna do is we can set put the value in and out, so we did not need to touch the field or variable. Okay, this one is get and set method นะครับ so this one is the example that you can write it by yourself or you can use it to generate นะครับ and then the last one for this tutorial is we can have the class and public class. Did you notice that when you create the class in the Eclipse, they create public class for us? I have something like this because the public class, the name needs too much support. The file name is the public class name customer. Like if you go to see your file name นะครับ you go to see your file name in the source code, the file name is gonna name customer.java right away นะครับ something like this, or you can see something like the saving account.java นะครับ so the name must match to the to the code นะฮะ something like this. So you see this one is the name นะครับ .java file นะฮะ so if you see in the command prompt mode นะครับ they're gonna say saving account.java, but this one is the window that just show like this นะครับ so the name the customer นะฮะ the name file name must be customer.java, but you are allowed to have another class นะฮะ so for example you can put the class anywhere you want. For example, I can say class credit card account and then put the source code, and you can do everything that the public class do นะครับ private string credit credit name blah blah blah. Yeah, this one you can do it, and then when you compile, they're gonna generate the bytecode for running นะครับ however this is totally not recommended นะครับ because at this moment the computer is very advanced, so you did not need to save number of file, right? We didn't need to worry about that. So if your system have something like 20 cassette, 50 cassette or 100 cassette is no problem นะครับ no problem. So normally we do only public class นะครับ we rarely do just the class. So we can do นะครับ we can write the class name anywhere we want, but normally we will not do นะครับ normally we gonna do only public class นะครับ so yeah, in practice we always use public class. Okay, and that's all for this tutorial.